And I know a lot of my viewers love jewelry video. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing my personal story of using Juste Un Clou and Cartier on almost daily basis for many years, sharing my experience with you guys, tell you whether or not you should be owning it too. Hi guys, welcome back to today's video. I wanted to sit down and chat with you guys as I know a lot of you guys love my videos on jewelry, and I've broken down a lot of details into different videos for you guys. I know there are a lot of you guys who stay on schedule just to watch jewelry videos, so I will make sure that I am going to be making more videos around that topic. And today I wanted to kind of sit down and do a story time with two of my most worn story-filled bracelets from Cartier. And I know there are also a percentage of you guys who watch this video are currently saving up towards buying your very first Cartier piece. May it be a ring, a necklace, a pair of earrings, or maybe a very significant big jewelry purchase like a love bracelet, and or Juste Un Clou or Clash and or Panther, right? There are so many pieces to choose from Cartier, and some of the most iconics are definitely amongst love bracelets and Juste Un Clou. And I am very lucky to be owning both of these pieces for quite some time now. I have taken them off to create videos for you guys to view. I've definitely gone through some time utilizing these two pieces. Besides just wearing them, I have also compared functionalities and shown you guys how mechanisms work, because there are a lot of money that we pay towards these pieces. So besides the design and the brand that we pay for, a lot of times we are paying for the technical usability behind these pieces. Anyway, so I am going to be sharing my stories with these two pieces with you guys today, just because I like to share the decent amount of time that I've taken these off and using it almost on the daily for 6+ years now. Both of these pieces, how well they're doing, and whether or not you should be making the purchase as well. And I know a lot of my viewers love jewelry video. So in today's video, I am going to be sharing my personal story of using Juste Un Clou and Cartier on almost daily basis for many years, sharing my experience with you guys, tell you whether or not you should be owning it too. So if you're currently saving up, or if you're thinking about adding either of these two pieces to your collection, this video could provide you some guidance. So without further talking, let's get started. If you are my return viewer, you know how much I love these bracelets, and in turn I know how much you love them. The love bracelet is one of my first possessions from Cartier. The love bracelet is one of the first couple of pieces that I purchased from Cartier in early 2010s. I bought this piece because I liked it so much. After purchasing a ring and a love bracelet on the chain, I've decided that love bracelet is something that I want to own for a very long time. So I saved up and I purchased these bracelets. I paid at the time $5,900 US, which now the price is crazy. It's around $6,700. You still get the same thing. So my love bracelet is actually in rose gold, size 17. And I got the plain one just because I love the impression that's made throughout the bracelet. And I also loved how at the time when I purchased this, the mechanisms of the screw system has been updated. So it's no longer the kind where the two screws can be taken out completely. It is a new system where they've incorporated the screw to be a part of the screw-in system. All you really need to do is to use the screwdriver that comes with the purchase of the bracelet and just loosen it to a point where you can open the hinge completely. And I think this way really avoids a lot of trouble when we need to take the bracelet out in a timely manner. You are looking for the tiniest thing that you ever need to find, and the screws are so small it can go all over the place. So I am really loving it, and after years of using it, what I would suggest to the new buyer, or if you're looking to buy one, is that when you're buying these bracelets, definitely think about if you're going to buy this bracelet and put it on your wrist most of the time, or if you're someone who's going to remove these bracelets maybe once a week, twice a month, these times definitely adds up, and eventually it will contribute to overall screw loosening. That is not the most ideal situation. So I was more like the person on the first hand because I just don't like the hassle of taking things on and off too often. And after purchasing it, I'm like, I'm going to really wear it and enjoy it, because what's the point saving up so much and buy something and then just wear it for a week and then put it away. That was my mindset, and once I put it on, I don't really take it off unless it's for the few times that I've taken it off to film the video for you guys. I've done comparison, I've done detail shots on, you know, the different lasers inside the bracelet. I've broken it down, told you guys what it meant. I would say it's definitely less than maybe 10 times that I've taken it on and off. And literally after that, it's just so easy for me to notice that. Prior to filming those videos, I don't take them off. After I've removed it a handful of times, I've noticed that things start to loosen up. One of my recent videos where I showed you guys 5 things not to do with your jewelry, the first thing is to not stress them, and I definitely think I've added some stress on top of them by removing and taking it off my wrist quite often. So my love bracelet for the first time has loosened itself up so much the hinge opened, and I'm glad I caught it at home because I was feeling pinching sensation around my wrist, which I never feel, because if you own one you would know these bracelets are pretty comfortable to wear. They're almost unnoticeable after you break into wearing them. So that day when I looked down, I go, ooh, this is loose. And I was like, let me go find my screwdriver. And literally I take a few steps to where the screwdriver is, the piece already decided to open itself up completely. The hinge went undone, and that was a moment where I go, whoa. The opening on and off is really something that I would tell anybody else who is going to purchase this bracelet not to do, or do a lot less. So to that note, if you're thinking that what is the point of me spending, you know, $7,000 on a piece of bracelet that is going to open up on my own, I do think we have to look at it from a very reasonable point of view, because it is at the end of the day a piece that you are going to spend a lot of money on. And compared to the other screwing system, Cartier has developed its own unique screwing system, where compared to the other non-designer bracelet, it is still very good in terms of holding and staying on your wrist. I still think it's a reasonable risk you should take if you want to purchase a piece from them, but just remember to not take it off too often. And obviously there are other options as well. Perhaps you can look into, you know, their small bracelet collection, where the mechanisms are designed completely differently. Some of my viewers even mentioned, because watching my Cartier journey and videos, she decided to purchase a love cuff, which is also very brilliant. The love cuff, just very briefly, is going to look a little bit wider than the love bracelet itself, and on the back side is where the opening locates. So you definitely put it on in a completely different way than if it were to be 2 pieces that you need to join together. There are still plenty of options that you can choose from in the Cartier Love lineup, so definitely don't be discouraged by it. It's just with my case, the few times that I've taken it off has contributed to it opening up faster. So I'm currently observing and hoping that the same issue won't happen again. The next piece is Juste Un Clou, and I have so much to say just because I've gone through the little changes with it from the very beginning. I've also shared the story a couple of times, and if you're just watching this, 2 weeks after I purchased my Juste Un Clou, the brand new one with a new mechanism where it is opening at the base of the nail, inside facing your hand. So I thought this mechanism is brilliant because only when you need it, this is literally where your hand go to open it. And unfortunately, 2 weeks after purchasing it and wearing it, I've noticed a decent amount of, I've noticed the mechanism loosen up on itself pretty quickly. And one day I was doing sports in the backyard, and right when I was raising the racket trying to hit a ball, the bracelet opened itself and fell on the floor, and my heart dropped for a second. My user experience with the love bracelet is completely different. I was hoping the same with the Juste Un Clou, at least like matching 80% of the user experience, but unfortunately that was what happened. And I've also taken you guys to a repair trip at the Beverly Hills Cartier, I think 2 years ago, when I was trying to get this piece to be repaired. So if you wanted to see what happens, all the details is going to be enlisted in that video. The bracelet came back 2 weeks later feeling much more tightened, and also they've restored the color of the bracelet. My Juste Un Clou was also in rose gold, size 16. They've restored the look. The mechanism felt brand new, so I felt good wearing it again. However, if I were to compare the times this bracelet opened itself up to my Love bracelet, this is like 80% of the time it had opened up on its own, and I do not like it. I'm not gonna lie, the few times that it opened up, I caught it myself and I caught it at home. But what if I'm wearing this bracelet in the public and it just did that and I wasn't paying attention? I would have lost my mind over it, wouldn't you? So in short, if you were to choose between the Juste Un Clou and the Love, I would say, first of all, from your lifestyle and also how often you're going to open either of these pieces, because opening it more equals to the bigger chances of them falling out, and also more frequent it is going to fall out. From that point of view, I think it could really help you save a lot of trouble on making these decisions, and also save you a lot of money. And that is pretty much my personal story with it. I think I don't have a lot of problems with it. The only problem I have is that both of them will open up, and both of them did open on me a few times. At the end of the day, is one better than the other? I think if you want to save yourself some trouble and headache, you know, from troubleshooting these little problems, the best is to not open it often. Like maybe, you know, if you want to change up your wardrobe or your style, maybe once every 6 months. If you're thinking to use it on the weekend and not the weekday, then forget about these. I definitely do not recommend you guys buying any of these bracelets if you are thinking about opening it at least once a week, because it is just going to weaken the mechanism, and in turn you're not going to like it so much. And in terms of which one you should purchase in between the two, I definitely think the Love bracelet is going to secure much better than Juste Un Clou, even though it still did open up on me. And I know there are plenty of users out there who didn't experience this problem, but I know a handful who did. Me being a part of the second statistics, I do think that you should at least know about it and you have been informed before making a purchase. Anytime if you step into a boutique, I'm pretty sure your salesperson is going to be the most cautious person you'll talk to when you buy these pieces, because they speak from a point where they don't want you to do anything wrong to the bracelet, so it is not going to age properly. And with gold, unfortunately, the property itself, once you over tighten something, bigger space is created. It is very unlikely that, you know, your screw is going to go back to its own original design place. It is going to go for that bigger space you created from over tightening, and in short, it's gonna create some problem later on. Nonetheless, I would like to know if you are a owner of any of these two bracelets, and how has your experience been with any of these two pieces, and whether or not you're thinking to add more pieces to your collection because of the opening problem. I know there are a lot of you guys who watch these videos who own these bracelets, so definitely don't be shy to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have not subscribed yet, I would love it if you do. And if you like jewelry videos and contents like this, please give this video a thumbs up. And I hope to see you in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye.
It's time.